If you game on your Samsung phone, you've probably already been using the Game Booster. But what if I told you that there is another good luck model that lets you remap your control buttons on that pad that you use, turn almost any application into a game, fine-tune the CPU and GPU performance of those games you play, and even skip those long game setup screens. It is called the Game Booster Plus. And today I'm going to be taking you through every single thing it does. So welcome back to the Doitright Tech channel, where I take you through everything tech. And if you've been following this series, you know that I'm covering every single good luck feature one by one and explaining exactly what each one of them does. If you've missed the previous videos, you can catch up by checking the top right corner here, where I've got a good luck playlist containing so many good luck features and setups. And if you're watching this video as it has been released, don't worry, I'm still working through the remaining good luck models. So please don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, let's go. So first and foremost, the good luck. If you're new to this, the good luck is actually an application for Samsung phones that helps you to customize not just your visuals, but also productivity features. And if you want to get access to it, you can swipe and go into the Galaxy Store right there and search for the good luck, install it, and continue watching this video. But even if you don't find it there, that playlist I showed you, you can actually hop in there and look for a video under the name installation, where I show you how to install it from alternative places. Alright, so let's dive in. So you're going to go into the good luck like this, and when you're here, you're going to scroll down till you find Game Booster Plus and select it. So in here, we find few things that we're going to be focusing on. The first feature we see here is the game controller key mapping. Simply connect your compatible controller such as Xbox or PlayStation controller to this, and you're actually able to completely remap it. This means that you're not limited to the default controls. You can swap the buttons around and create new layouts that match the playstyle that you use, and save different profiles even for different games. Let me show you. So once you tap on this, you come inside here, you make sure you can see your paired device here, and once you do, you can actually proceed to set up whichever new one that you want with the name. And then you can set maybe A button to the actual A button, or if you want the A button to rather do what the X button does, you can kind of change them. You can basically play around with all these, and that becomes one profile that you can use during your gameplay sessions. All right, so we move out of here. Then we come to the next one, which is right here, the game touch mapping. This is designed for games that don't have official support controllers, so that instead of relying on inbuilt controller support, you can place virtual controls directly onto the gameplay screen. Then you proceed, you map the joystick movement area, you map the buttons, attack, and all those things. Let me show you. So when you come inside here, first and foremost, you're going to select the game that you want, like that. And once you selected it, you're going to go into the game. It actually works for pads like the Gamepad and those other ones that do not have direct mappings already done. So inside here, you're able to tap on this arrow, and it gives you an option of either joystick, or when you tap on that arrow down, you could use the look or the aim, and whichever one you select, you're able to then tap on it to place it anywhere on the screen. Once you place them, you could also come here and tap on the drop down, place your A or X buttons wherever it is that you want, like that. So you can see examples right here. And if you want swipe options like this, you can tap on that, select the swipe option, and then you're able to put some of these swipes around when you tap on it, like that. So these are actually good for games like Call of Duty, when you're using something like a Gamepad and you want to be able to do, let's say, a crouch to a jump, you get some of these things working. Alright, so this is how to quickly configure your game to the touch depending on the type of pad that you're using. So after that, we're able to hit on settings and then we can select for which game and which profile it is that we're creating for that game. And so it allows you to set different profiles for different types of games. And then next we see the CPU and GPU settings. This lets you fine-tune how your phone is going to use the processor for each individual game. Depending on your Galaxy device, you can prioritize maximum performance, better graphics, or improve the efficiency. Let's dive in and I'll show you. So we come inside here, you select the game that you want, go into the CPU, and you're able to choose whether you want to use maximum CPU or minimum CPU. Then you can also come into GPU and do similar to it, maximum or minimum, play around with those. And then you can come down here into the GPU settings and you can improve the texture quality or enhance the game frames more stable by toggling this feature on to allow the quality of the game to be amazing. Then you can come here to the texture fill, either default, performance, or quality. You can play around with these, and that's basically the beneficial things in this space. Then you can proceed to save it for that very game. All right, and you can do it across different games. Then the next one we're looking at is game category setting. Now sometimes you might have an application that you want to behave like a game. To give you an example of cases you might need this, on your Samsung phone you're actually able to use something we call pause PD charging, where when you're using high-speed charging cables and charging bricks that provide you with about 25 watts and more, your phone is able to, in that mode, when you're playing games, to use the power coming from the charger to play the game instead of charging the battery and the battery being discharged to play the game. So a way of just bypassing the battery during gameplay time. This is where this can be important because you could actually come inside here and then search for any application and make that application into a game. Let me show you a quick example. So I'm just going to come here and select Annie, this Annie as a game, and then I'm going to leave the space. Now, having selected that, when I come into the Gamepad mapping, you're going to find out that the Annie now shows here. So it's now regarded by the phone as a game. So it's simple. Pick the application that you want, have the phone assume it is a game inside the space, and your phone is going to treat it as such. This can also be used for like long streamings where you know your phone is going to get heated up because it's going to be draining battery. At the same time, the battery is going to be powered using the charger, and the charger is a fast charger. Then you want to add your YouTube, your Twitch or whatever to the space as a game, and then turning on the PD charging, you're able to bypass it. For people who don't know what the PD charging is, let me show you. So you're going to come here, tap on the settings, scroll all the way down till you get to advanced features. And once in here, you're going to scroll all the way down till you find game booster settings, and you're going to find PD charging here. Like you can see here, to prevent overheating, bypass the battery when USB power delivery, programmable power supply, compatible 25 watts or higher is connected and the battery is over 20%. So if these conditions apply, then you're actually able to, with this toggled on, bypass that very charging issue so that heating is really reduced. So this is the pause PD charging I spoke about. So the next one we're looking at is aim assist. It places a customized crosshair directly in the center of your display. It doesn't automatically improve your aiming or control your character, but instead it simply provides you with a fixed visual reference that helps you to improve your consistency to support your shooting game. Just like I'm saying, it's often for shooting type of games. And let me show you quickly. When we come here into the reticle settings, you can see right here exactly what is going to be happening. You're going to have a plus like this on the screen, or you can switch it to whichever thing you want. If you wanted a circle, it's going to be like this. But usually these shooting games where you're shooting arrows or guns, as you move around, the aim is often in the center. So this is just going to kind of help you to center your shots. And so you can increase or reduce that target thingy, and then you can do same with the thickness of it so that it's not too distracting on your screen. And you can do that across the game. So all you need to do is turn that game on here, and then it's going to be applied to it whenever you hop in. All right, then we come to this very last one. Then finally, the game intro fast forward. Some games make you sit through long logo animations and startup screens every single time you want to launch them. This feature here, when toggled on, allows you to fast forward through that or skip those supported intro sequences, getting you into the game much faster. It is a small feature, but if you play the same game every single day, you quickly become tired of watching the same intro over and over, and this one becomes a real time saver. So there you have it, everything inside the Game Booster Plus Good Luck model. If you're somebody who plays games regularly on your Samsung phone, this model will give you far more control over your controller, game performance, graphics, and even how quickly you launch those games. It's my hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, kindly don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. Also, let me know which game booster feature you are excited to try at this moment. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.